No sooner have you rung the ornate bell than the face of a lizard woman surfaces from behind a rock up...
Stand back and keep your hands off your weapons. Convince me you're no magister, or draw one last deep breath.
Her eyes go wide with delight upon your mentioning Han.
May the goddess keep you for saving that little Lionheart. Young Han told me the story of his rescue. Oh, you are most welcome indeed.
With one graceful motion, the lizard throws down a tangled mess of vines for you to climb.
Come, ascend to the sanctuary of Amadia. You'll find you're not the only guest here, but the Great Mother provides for all. You are fortunate to have found this place. The hollow marshes swallow life and regurgitate only the dead. It is the laboratory of a lunatic. A place removed from mercy and sanity where mad Brachus Rex would experiment to his dark heart's content. There are ruins in the marshes, stonework vultures that perch above the king's long-buried treasure. But his is not a treasure of gold, ruby, and sapphire. It is a treasure of death, weapons, and vile magic. The nights here are long and lonely, but I often listen to my mistress Gratiana speak of days long gone, the heydays of Brachus Rex. Perhaps she will tell you her tales as well. Be welcome to this sanctuary, Amadia's eye in the storm.
He said his name. Barely even knew that much. But still...
You're still with us?
You're alive! Wasn't sure you would be. Samadel, this is the one I told you about.
The dishevelled lizard eyes you with hope, though her hope is tinged with mistrust.
Han tells me you helped him out of Fort Joy. For that, you have my thanks.
We helped each other. That's what sorcerers need to do nowadays.
Can I ask if... Did you happen to meet a man named Gareth on your way here?
He'll be back, Samadel. I know he will. He has to.
He has to, indeed. We need our leader. And if he doesn't return with help soon, we haven't a hope. You're kind to offer, but you'd best talk to Gareth's squire, Exeter. He'll know where your talents can be most used. Now, Han, let's take a look at your nasty leg injury.
Catch you later, Skipper. It's good you're here.
The young woman chews her lower lip as she observes the injured before her. She bends to grab a rag, wiping her blood-smeared hands. She looks up and sees you.
If you're looking for healing, sorcerer, well, there's not much I can do. We all want to escape, but the Magisters, they have these shrieker things that kill anyone who tries to pass. We barely managed to flee from them the last time. They're these wretched beings mounted on crucifixes. They nearly wiped us out with a single blow. We fled, those of us who still could. I've done all I can. Their wounds are too great. All I can offer them now is prayer and a cup of water. If you know a way, I'd be beyond grateful. Do what you will. Just don't cause them any more suffering.
You healed me. How did you... Oh, never mind. I don't care how. I only care that today won't be my last. I don't remember much. I barely had time to realize the Magisters were attacking before I was injured. The last thing I saw were these things, these shriekers. Those Magisters are gonna pay in blood for what they did to us. If my mother were here, she'd box my ears for not being able to thank you properly. Though I reckon that walloping from the Reds was punishment enough. Take this, at least. It'll have to do. Thank you.
He owes you his life. You have my
Healed?
thanks.
I'm healed.
Rest, Jules.
In an instant. My wounds have all but vanished. I didn't think. I was certain I wouldn't. Thank you. You wouldn't be in such a hurry if you saw the kind of things the Magisters are doing. The kind of things they used against us.
He shudders at the memory.
They turn the living into shriekers. Crucified wretches that unleash pure destruction on anyone who tries to pass. Nobody survives those things. I wish I had a fitting way to thank the person who saved my life. As it is, all I can offer is, well, it's not much, but maybe you'll find some use for it. Thank you.
Make sure all of them cheat death today.
By Lucian's locks, stop fidgeting, lad.
The fog
The wound is
is
festering. It
lifting.
needs to be changed.
I will not be a burden. Leave me be.
I'm alive! I'm alive!
How do you have so much power?
You've healed us. All of us. I owe you a debt. We all do.
He lands a comradely slap on your back. His strength has definitely returned.
Don't you doubt it. This old war serpent's still got some fight left in him, especially now that wound is healed. The Magisters attacked our camp back at the harbour. I caught one of their arrows right in my side. That would have been a slow death. I've seen it before.
I'm alive! I'm alive!
By Lucian's locks, stop fidgeting, lad. By Lucian's locks, stop fidgeting, lad.
The young woman twists her hands together to warm them at the campfire, fingernails bitten to the quick. Noticing your attention, she looks up at you like a startled deer.
Sorry I've no welcome drink or anything, but the misery here.
She gestures half-heartedly at the suffering of the shelter's wounded. Her lip wobbles. Big fat tears leak out of the corners of her eyes.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just don't belong here. My sisters and I make trinkets. I tagged along with the Seekers for safe passage to sell them, but now there's nowhere for me to go. Most of my wares were lost in the attack, but I did manage to salvage some of our sorcerer sundries. Maybe you'd be interested in taking a look? Goodbye, then, mister. I hope I didn't say anything wrong.
Wished bonny barn,
Smoke
now
and
don't
screams.
you cry.
Echoes of
The
death.
birds are asleep. Close your sweet eyes and rest your head.
No sooner have you rung the ornate bell,
Stand back.
her eyes go
Neither.
with one.
Come. Be welcome to this sanctuary. Amadia's eye.
You tried your best, Han. I'm glad you're safe now.
You're alive!
The disheveled.
Han tells... Can I ask if... Did you...
He...
He has to. Indeed. You're kind to... No, Han.
Catch you later.
The young woman, she bends to.
If you're looking for healing, they're these... I've done all I can. Their wounds are too... If you know a way, I'd be... beyond... Do what you will. Matis, let me change your dressing.
I will not be a
My
perfect.
Lucian's not...
Leave me be.
If my mother...
He owes you his life. You have my thanks.
My Lucian's locked. Stop fidgeting, lad.
Thank you. I wish I had a fitting...
Heal them all.
Healed? I'm healed.
How do you have so much power?
All of us.
He lands a
Don't you doubt the Magisters are...
A grim-faced man sifts through a pile of badly damaged weapons, salvaging the repairable, ditching the broken. He picks up a rapier, the blade nicked and splintered, the hilt twisted. He holds the damaged blade up to the light.
This was Halorn's blade. It was his first. It was also his last. He didn't intend to die here, but die here he did. He was an ordinary soul with an extraordinary heart, Halorn, and he died for what he believed. You're welcome to whatever you can find. Nice doing business with you. I wish I had better wares to offer.
Please, Amari, bless and protect your humble servant. Please, Amari, bless and protect your humble servant.
More junk.
He works the damaged rapier.
You're welcome to whatever you... Nice doing business with you. I wish I had better wares to offer.
Please, Amari, bless and protect your humble servant. Please, Amari, bless and protect your humble servant. Bless and protect your humble servant.
He works the damaged rapier, trying...
You're welcome to whatever you can... Nice doing business with you. I wish I had better wares to offer.
Please, Amari, bless and protect your humble servant.
We're doomed.
He works the damaged rapier.
You're welcome to whatever... Nice doing business with you. I wish I had better wares to offer.
Please, Amadi, bless and protect your humble servant.
More junk.
He works the damage.
You're welcome to whatever... Nice doing business with you. I wish I had better wares to offer.
Please, Amadi, bless and protect your humble servant. Please, Amadi, bless and protect your humble servant.
Smoke and screams.
Wished,
Echoes of
Bonnie
death.
Bairn, now don't you cry.
Gareth.
Before you stands a figure, her body wreathed in cloth. All you can see of her eyes are two dark holes in an ornate mask.
Armadia's blessings, child. I have not seen this face in our sanctuary before. Pray, who are you? Blessings upon this day. I have lived a long life, but this is the first time I've met a soul that is no one. Speak as you will. I'll hold no blade to your neck. Simply know that you are welcome to stay as long as you wish. I am Gratiana, priestess of Armadia. It is a privilege to welcome you to her sanctuary from Brachus's vile swamps. It was not always thus. This swamp was once a rich, lush land before he came, before Brachus. He is no more, thank the goddess. It has been many centuries since he walked Riverlong, although he still casts a shadow over this land. He ruled this realm as a tyrant and beast. He stole its source and left only death. On this island he built and tested his weapons. These marshes were a playground for he and his necromancers. Many unfortunate souls were brought here. Blessed were those who died quickly, or died at all. I have been here for many years. It has given me a lot of time to reflect on the past and learn from it. In truth, the torments of Brachus and of these magisters were not so different. Both purged source from this land. Indeed, the magisters have even taken Brachus's worst tools. First, the purging ones, and now those shriekers. Without something more powerful than these sticks the Seekers are armed with, those crucified monstrosities will kill them to a man. Their leader, Gareth, also demanded that I must do something. I argued against it, but he was very insistent. I told him of Brachus's cache of soul-forged weapons, arms not even the Shriekers could stand against. He ventured out to find them, but has not returned. I fear for these souls, if he has come to any harm in the marsh. Without the wands he seeks, not one will escape this island. Gladly, but I fear you'll fare no better than the Seeker. North of here you'll find the ruins of Brachus's source armory. Nothing in this land can counter the Shrieker's power like those weapons. Without them, the Seekers are truly hopeless. Walk ever in Armadia's grace, child.
A young man in oversized armor paces around a table covered with a spread of maps, his face a tight scowl of frustration.
Every approach blocked. Oh, damn it! What good are battle tactics against those things anyway?
He glances up. In quick succession, he becomes aware of both your presence and the fact that you're not a familiar face.
Who the blazes are you? A sorcerer, indeed. I should have realized. A Seeker can always recognize a sorcerer when they see one. Though, of course, your collar gives you away. Seekers, well, we guard the true principles of Lucian. There are sorcerers who can follow in his path and become divine, God-woken. We seek them out and protect them. We came here to free a God-woken called Verdus from Fort Joy. He was our best hope, likely our last hope, but we failed him. Now all we can do is flee. The Magisters have us cornered. They have these weapons called Shriekers. If we try to go against them unprepared, we're dead. We've lost many already. They were sorcerers once, but after whatever perversions the Magisters subjected them to, they're death incarnate. If they can see you, they can kill you, instantly. After we retreated here, our leader, Sir Gareth, set out looking for some ancient weapons that could counter those things. Then we could break the Magister blockade and escape this island. But he hasn't returned. If Sir Gareth doesn't come back with those weapons in tow, well, this island will be our grave. You'll help us?
His shoulders visibly relax, the weighty armor upon them settling with a clink.
Thank you. Allies are in short supply in this place. If you help us, I promise, we'll get you as far away from this place as possible. Please, ask. Whatever helps.
Smoke and screams. Echoes of death.
None. He set out to find those source weapons, and that's the last we saw of him. The masked priestess, Gratiana, told Sir Gareth of them after she granted us shelter here. She was reluctant at first, but, well, Sir Gareth can be very insistent. Speak to her if you wish. She may know more.
Wished, bonny barn, now don't you cry. The birds are asleep.
Smoke and scream.
A dwarf stands by a young woman. He seems intensely focused on her, whispering and singing softly in her ear. She's staring blankly into space.
Blood and bone. Fire and smoke. Death and worse.
Hush now, Leia. They'll not hurt you again. You're safe now. Once Gareth gets back, we're going home. You'll see. He'll be fine.
The woman rubs her neck, raking her nails across her skin as she whimpers. The dwarf starts at the sound of your voice, gripping the woman's arm for a moment before he relaxes.
New faces. Hope you weren't bushwhacked by the Magisters too. As for her neck, she's remembering the damnable source colour she once wore. Same style as yours. Lucky for us, she had the skills to remove them. There's many a sorcerer that's been freed thanks to her.
The woman's eyes dart to your own neck.
Choke us. They strangle us, steal our voices.
She averts her eyes, staring at the ground.
They'll have more luck getting Dallas to unlock them. The poor girl's not in her best mind without Gareth. I wish, friend, but there ain't nothing you can do, and there ain't nothing I can do. Gareth's the only one that brings her out of herself. Without him, she's, well...
Duggan lays his hand on her shoulder, squeezing it tight as tears roll down her cheeks.
Now that's a kindness. Thank you, friend.
Please, Armadia, bless and protect your humble servant.
Wished, bonny barn, now don't you cry. The birds are asleep, the moon's in the sky. The seven watch o'er us, you're safe in bed. So close your sweet eyes and rest your wee head. Dead Magisters. I wonder who did this.
The woman traces glyphs in the air, and you cringe, expecting a barrage of ice and fire. Instead, a bit of smoke sputters forth. She cries to the skies in frustration, in a recognizable rail-thin rasp.
My lord, I've loved you. I've obeyed you. What's my sin? How long must I suffer?
She sees you approach and punches her fist in your direction. Her face flushes red. It's her, the one that destroyed the ship to Fort Joy.
You are my sin. He is the judge, and he has condemned your kind. I smell the stench of your guilt with every goddamn breath you take.
She turns her head to the heavens once more.
I offer this sacrifice to you. Return me to your side. Make me whole.
Greet the Reaper for me.
I've spotted something.
Stop right there, sorcerer. Friend or foe?
She searches your face for treachery. Doesn't seem to find it.
All right then, you can pass. But I suggest you don't. I suggest you turn around and head another direction entirely. The Magisters have a shrieker up there. It killed my friend. May have killed that Magister too. I wouldn't tangle with it alone. Fact, I wouldn't tangle with it at all. Now's your chance. Just wander up the path there. But I sincerely suggest you don't do that. If you like living.
She gives you a long look.
Well then, if we're going to be friends, let me mark your map. See this place? There are others hiding there. You should join them. You're welcome. Once Gareth emerges from the keep there, he and I will join you directly. He may be interested in you. Me? Not so much. You're in the right place, but I'd find another way to proceed if I were you.
She turns her attention back along the path. You are dismissed.
Your eyes brim with inquiry.
is mine.
It is you, Iffan, Sword of Lucian, failure of the divine birth. And all elves. You speak in riddles. Run away! If you're trying to save your friend here, you're a bigger fool than he is. And you'll meet the same fate. You expect me to swallow that? I'll see you choke on your lies. More seekers. too heavy.
Left over from the days of Bracchus, I presume.
You are awash with muddled thoughts, confusion, anger, sadness, loathing, a shocking absence of joy. You are floating a few inches above the ground. Your friends are impressed. You bask in their hoots and hollers. Your favorite party trick.
I'll yield to none.
is over. Your courage in the face of danger is inspiring, my friend. Lucian guided your blows rightly.
His eyes travel from your face to your feet, then back again.
You're no magister, judging from that collar around your neck. How'd you come to be here? Name's Gareth. I'm a seeker. I can give you shelter and hope. Ah, good. Then you know us. And you know we can help you. And perhaps you can help us. Your words warm my heart, sorcerer.
His eyes scan the horizon and then settle on yours. A moment passes.
I can't stay. You shouldn't either. What did Lucian say? Ah yes, evil feasts on the indolent. Get yourself to safety, and soon. You'll always have a place at the Seeker's table.
Won't budge.
I can make this work. Maybe.
For a while there, I had
My
one
Lucian's
foot
locks,
and
stop
both
fidgeting, lad.
particulars in the Hall of Echoes.
Gareth is back. Gareth is safe.
She throws her arms around you in a tight embrace.
Thank you, thank you. You're so good, so kind, so brave.
She smiles and hugs you again.
What a beautiful day. What a happy day.
My thanks, friend. I can't remember the last time I've seen her smile like that. If there's anything we can do for you, you have only to ask.
Yes, of course, of course.
She extends her arms, reaching towards you with a look of total concentration on her eyes. You feel the collar start to twist, a living, writhing thing fighting for survival. With a scream of tortured metal, the collars snap, falling broken from your necks.
No more choking. No more silence. You'll never be a slave to them again. Divine blessings upon you.
Thank the goddess Armadia, not I.
It's peaceful here, but I'll not be sorry to see the back of these swamps.
Thank you again for all you've done for us.
Thank the goddess Armadia, not I. Blessed Armadia, grant these soldiers your protection.
Did you see?
I pray
Gareth's
you will
back.
strengthen their spells
He's here
and
to take
set
us
their
home.
blades aflame. I pray you will bless their armor, so no curse may pass it.
It's peaceful here, but I'll
I
not be
pray you
sorry to
see
see the
them
back of these swamps.
I pray this in your name.
Did you see? Gareth's
Soon
back.
we'll be done here. Proud to have
He's
you
here
at my
to
side.
take us home.
I'm glad you're back, sir. We all
Blessed
are.
Armada,
Divine blessings.
grant these
It's good to see
soldiers your
Gareth safe and sound.
I pray you will strengthen their spells and set their blades aflame. I pray you will bless their armor, so no curse may pass it. I pray you see them safe. I pray this in your name.
Divine blessings. It's good to see
So,
Gareth safe.
you returned Gareth to his flock. I must say, I never thought to see him again. You have my thanks for giving them hope, but I fear for their future. They cannot escape these swamps. They do not have the strength. Armadia has not gifted me the grace to heal, nor the strength to fight. There is nothing more I can do. Perhaps you are right. Perhaps there is another path. I told the Seeker that the soul-forged weapons of Brachus Rex remain hidden in a vault, but the Magisters recovered them before he could. Gareth failed to reach the armory in time. But there is another vault hidden beyond the Magister's guile. If you can steal away these weapons, your friends may well stand a chance. But beware. Such items are of limited power. If they cease to function, speak to me. I will be able to help. Its entrance lies on a beach to the north of this shrine. Beware. The beach is as dangerous as any corner of this marsh. But you'll do well to find the door. It is hidden by trickery and guile. Brachus's necromancers forged it, and he made sure they took its secrets to their graves. Armadia's blessings on you. But pray, a moment. This vault also contains relics of great power, soul jars. If you return these to me intact, I could make an offering of them to Armadia. Her blessing could save many lives. Armadia's blessings upon your brave soul.
He works fast, checking weapons to see if they're battle-ready. He thumbs the edge of a blade. It draws blood. He grins.
The blade is thirsty. Now, what can I do to thank you for saving Sir Gareth? Fancy a weapons upgrade? We don't have much, but you're welcome to what's here. Nice doing business with you. I wish I had better wares to offer.
Give them your protection as they search for the soul jars in your name. May they have the wisdom to return them here. May they be granted the strength to do what must be done.
I can make this work. Maybe.
Give them your protection as they search for the soul jars. May they have the wisdom.
Get those weapons into shape. We'll need them.
Yes, sir.
Get those weapons into shape. We'll need them.
Yes, sir.
He works fast.
The blade is thirsty. Nice doing business with you. I wish I had better wares to offer.
Blessed Mother, bringer of magic, I pray to these sorcerers. Give them your protection as they search for the soul jars in your name. May they have the wisdom to return them here. May they be granted the strength to do what
He looks up from...
Help you? Nice doing business with you. I wish I had better wares to offer.
Get those weapons into shape. We'll need them.
The air out here's a damn sight better than in Fort Joy, eh?
Ifan nods and surveys the horizon before... In the flickering torchlight, you see a Magister lying muttering on the ground. As you approach, he turns with a jerk.
No, stay back. Not another step closer if you want to live. Fight. I'm not afraid of you. You should be afraid of me.
The Magister nods towards his hand, and you see the skin is midnight black. It seems to undulate, as if worms were squirming through his flesh. He grimaces and tucks it underneath his arm, squeezing it tight. He nods towards the bodies of the dead Magisters, twisted in the thorned blood.
Same as those poor souls. We finished clearing out this blasted room and wanted to move on to the next. As soon as they touched that switch, they were screaming. Some void curse. Dallas warned us to take care, but we never knew we'd survive. I'm as dead as them. Just taking my time getting there. They were gathered round it. Took the brunt of it. Got me on the arm, though. Clipped me. It was enough. Whatever it is, the Void itself is fighting to protect it. Talos told us to be careful, but this is wrong. It's evil. Death. Wait, before you go.
He looks up at you, his eyes staring deep into yours.
I saw how they died. I heard them screaming. I don't want to go like that. I don't want to face that. Please. I can't lift my sword. I can't.
He lowers his eyes to stare at his black, squirming hand.
Just make it quick.
This puddle, it glows. What could this mean? No wonder it doesn't work.
Chin officially up, Sir Gareth.
That was close.
Who's there? I can hear you.
A young magister tenderly fingers 2 fresh gashes across his eyes and face. His fingertips hesitate over his closed eyelids. He's been blinded. At your approach, he spins to face you and readies his shield.
Stop! Stop! Who goes there?
He raises his sword.
State your name! Now! Groat! I don't know any Groat. Tell me the truth. Who are you? I'm sorry. I can't see anything. I feel like a sheep in a wolf's den. So, how much did you hear back at the fort? I don't know how it all went so wrong so fast. We came to get the purging wands from Brachus's old armory. Loaded up the last of them without any trouble. The cart was good going. But we hit a snack. Those bloody skeletons had laid a trap for us. They turned the cart, pulled us out by our hair. We lost Faray. Landon and I beat the rest back. But not before one of them got me across the ice.
He reaches out and feels for your shoulder. He shakes it twice, then reaches up and pats your cheek, probably a little harder than he means to.
Thank you. I can get myself back to the fort fine. After all these expeditions, I know the way well enough. Thank you.
What's this? Some sort of magister weapon? Such barbarism. What happened here?
An old elf's pained gaze passes between the crucified. He seems on the brink of tears.
Dear ones, not like this. Not like this. Not like this. They're as good as my family. But I cannot heal them. I cannot heal them. So much pain. But they're still inside. They're true souls, uncorrupted. I feel them still. I see them still. And yes, I know full well what they'll become. And I know full well they'd rather die 1,000 deaths than be used in such ways. They're called shriekers. Upon sight, they blast passers-by with swords so powerful none can withstand it. Instant death, that is guaranteed. Where you find shriekers, you can trust the Divine Order is hiding something they desperately want to keep private. Fate of my dear ones proves there must be some such thing on this very island. Stay away from shriekers if you want to live. I know not how much longer my friends here have. Peace be. Peace be. Peace be.
Smoke, blood and carnage. The Magisters didn't spare a single seeker. What's this? I found something.
Ugh!